Hey folks, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to look at yet another new artist for the channel. This one's Natalie Merchant. Actually, it's 10,000 Maniacs, not Natalie Merchant per se. That was a little up in the air for a moment there because there was a particular song that I really liked off of their In My Tribe album from 1987 called City of Angels that I figured, you know, there's got to be a live version of this song out there somewhere. Here. This was my entry point and really also my exit point to 10,000 Maniacs. I checked out the album before it and didn't think much of it. Checked out the album after it, didn't think much of it. But I really like this album a lot. I think, you know, start to finish, it's a really solid listen. And probably my favorite song on this is called City of Angels. It may have gotten played on the radio a little bit here and there, so you might recognize it, perhaps. But it never had a video. I don't know that it, you know, anybody made a real fuss about it, so it seems a little like an underrated song to me. Natalie Merchant stuff tends to be a little bit on the political side, but not necessarily overtly, you know, more of social commentary. And that's the story with this particular song, which I think is like, well, I thought we were the promised land. Why do we have hungry, homeless people everywhere? But the song itself, I always thought was pretty majestic. And so I went looking for a live version because I had never seen them perform it live. And of course, the album came out in 1987, produced by Peter Asher, by the way, who also produced Linda Ronstadt and James Taylor back in the 70s. And I came across this particular version from September 17, 1987 in Paris, France. Apparently they were touring Europe at this time, and it's soon after the album release. So I thought this would be a good version to take a look at. I only noted this for sound quality, very brief snatches of the sound and the video just to make sure it's viewable. And that's all I know about this. So for all I know, there's some major catastrophe in the middle of the song. Hopefully not. So with that, why don't we go ahead and take a look at it and talk about it afterwards.
Is
well, that was powerful. That was everything I was kind of hoping I was going to find. It was a nice, clear version of the song, and them doing it pretty much at peak. Pretty much sounds almost exactly like the record, which is not always the case later on. I know there's a version from 2010 now that Natalie did that was rearranged, a little bit more subdued, and with piano as the main instrument. It sounded almost like a Bob Dylan song, the way she did it. It sounded good, but it was kind of a dramatic rearrangement. So this was nice. I wish I knew the exact keyboards that the keyboard player is using. It could have been a Vox organ in the studio, but it's the 80s, and it's the mid-80s. So by now there's lots of keyboards that will emulate organs of different types, So it could be a lot of different things. If anybody knows, let me know below. I think the song is really strong. For me, I find myself humming it a lot, just randomly, and have, forever. It's just one of those songs. It's got musical strength. I think it gives a compelling message. It was cool to see the band this early on. I don't even know if this was an official release, looking at this. It says Electra Promo Video Raw Footage. So it was Pro Shop, but we don't know if it ever actually properly came out or not. Maybe not. This may have been liberated, something like that. Anyway, it's nice to see. Like I say, there's about a sliver of this band that I enjoyed listening to, and there's nothing against them. They did some very nice work. It just doesn't happen to be my thing most of the time. But everything fell together for this particular album of In My Tribe. Also, Rob Buck has passed away. He was one of the main collaborative songwriters with Natalie Merchant. I think he may have had a credit on this song even. Let me take a look at that while we're here. I got the record right here. Why not double check? Pulling out the old liner notes. This is how we used to find out what was going on an album. They would, Yep. A Robert Buck and Natalie Merchant joint. So, very good. They wrote several songs on this record together, but she also collaborated with several of the other members, but I think he was the biggest collaborator. In any case, they were a cool band for a moment there, and I wish them all well. They're still going, without Natalie, without Robert Buck, but otherwise, fully functioning band. 3 out of 5 are the originals, and if you've seen them, tell me about it. Let me know what the show was like. If you saw them with Natalie, let me know about that too. I would be really interested to know. And let me know if you were a fan of either the band or Natalie herself as a solo artist. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you enjoyed this presentation, please consider subscribing. And come back often. All right? Thanks for coming this time, and I will talk with you all later. All right? Take care.